That's what they get for fucking with blood magic.
I'm going to roll into this, guys.
No Matthew?
No Matthew.
No Matthew.
Matthew has a limit.
Zed Squad!
And I really wanted to do this one. This was kind of my pick because I think we do too many mainstream movies. And I think, especially if you're a horror fan, I think you want to look at some of these. So this is my movie. Matthew was busy, so we're gonna do this anyhow. And I'm going to roll into this.
Damn.
Welcome to another special Too Old or Pure Gold Halloween episode. For today's selection, we're discussing the 1988 cult horror Halloween-themed movie, Pumpkinhead. The format of our podcast, two Gen Xers rewatch beloved movies from our youth to find out, are they really as good as we remember? To help us debate and ultimately pass judgment, we ask our millennial co-host to watch these for the first time and help us determine, are they too old or pure gold? I'm your host, Olen Vanderleeden, representing Gen X. Unfortunately, my co-host Matthew Stockton couldn't make it tonight. He's off camping someplace called Crystal Lake.
I've just got to say, it's probably good that Matthew's not here, because last time he was on with our guest today, he spent the whole time trying to seduce him.
Trying?
That's a fair point. Also, I think Matthew's a bit sensitive because I do call him Pumpkinhead sometimes, because of his enormous head. So today, to help me break down this film, we have two Z's. Not one, but two Z's. So please welcome Gen Z actor Evan Mallick. Hello, Evan.
Hello. How you doing, Olen?
Also, welcome pumpkin-based creature expert Nicole.
Hello.
Before we get into this episode, just a reminder, we need your support to grow this podcast. So please remember to like, follow, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you this content. Today's movie is the 1988 horror movie Pumpkinhead, and this movie actually has a real star in it. If you don't know him, Lance Henriksen is Bishop from Aliens, and he starred in The Terminator as well. The movie is directed by Stan Winston, who is known as a special effects and creature legend. He worked on movies like The Thing, Alien, Terminator, Predator, and Monster Squad before taking this on. But this was his first movie as director. And he continued to take a few big swings after this with Terminator 2 and Edward Scissorhands and the movie AI. So he's got a great resume.
Yeah, wow.
The tagline from this movie poster is a grim fairy tale. And I'm asking myself, is this one of my favorite taglines ever? And I think it is.
I almost think it's too short.
Too short?
It sounds unfinished to me.
Well, I like it. IMDb describes the film as, after a tragic accident, a man conjures up a towering, vengeful demon called Pumpkinhead to destroy a group of unsuspecting teenagers. I think this is a bankable movie theme.
I mean, that's pretty much what happened.
That is what happened.
Yeah, that's the whole movie.
And for those of you that have not seen the movie, and I know I'm going to go to pumpkin hell for this, but I made my 93-year-old dad watch Pumpkinhead and summarize the plot.
Pumpkinhead, oh my. Another horror movie with another, you guessed it, another monster. This time with the revealing name Pumpkinhead. Why so? Well, he has a big, ugly head, like a large, deformed pumpkin, much admired by many monster aficionados. Anyway, we're seeing the owner of a small rural grocery store with his beloved young son, Billy. When Ed has to leave his son for a quick errand, a group of young bikers accidentally runs over young Billy and kills him. When Ed returns from his errands, he is enraged and wants revenge. He consults the marvelous witch Haggis, who instructs Ed to get her a corpse from a specific graveyard. The corpse is turned into our main character, Pumpkinhead, who is supposed to take revenge on the bikers on behalf of Ed. Ed realizes he is quickly losing control and actually is becoming Pumpkinhead himself. Ultimately, after many killings, Pumpkinhead and Ed are both killed by the one remaining member of the bikers group. Witch Haggis then reappears to participate in their burial, apparently to a continuing cycle of violence. Well, let's hope not, and enjoy the movie.
I'd love to hear your reaction to this movie. You guys are both fans of the horror genre.
Yes.
This is, in my opinion, an important one to the horror genre. So what did you think?
When I told my dad that I had to watch Pumpkinhead, his first reaction was, why? Apparently, he's not a fan. He thinks it's an awful movie. I loved this movie.
Oh.
I thought Pumpkinhead was fantastic.
I just gotta
I'm
say,
a huge Pumpkinhead fan.
my favorite part of the watch experience was after I finished watching it, I got the first text I've gotten from Evan in years that said, just finished Pumpkinhead, wild movie. Followed by, that's what they get for fucking with blood magic.
You don't mess with blood magic. This is rule number 1.
No,
Yeah.
you
If
don't.
you're in a horror movie, come on.
But I gotta say, it made my night to get that text. It was so funny, because I had also just finished it, and I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, but what did you think of the movie overall?
It wasn't a great movie, but I watched it with a friend, and I enjoyed making fun of it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we can call it a great movie, but first of all, Evan, I'm delighted to hear your reaction to this film. So cool. Like,
I'm willing to call it a great movie.
yeah, like I think if you like this genre, the horror movie genre, definitely you got to see this one. And my reaction, so I think it's a great example of monster making. The creature's phenomenal. So you can tell this movie was done by a monster artist. And I thought the story was pretty solid. The execution was fair. My only criticism is I think, like, I don't really know there was that big oh shit moment in this film, but we'll get into it. I think it's solid. I like it. This was my choice. I think not everybody knows of this film, or you can't tell from the title what it is. Like, you really have to watch it to figure this out.
No, he also doesn't have a pumpkin head, so it's a
Well,
little misleading.
Let's get right into
I thought it was going to be,
Yeah, Pumpkinhead gets its name from the fact that its summoning involves digging up a corpse that's buried in a pumpkin patch.
But then wouldn't you call him Pumpkin Man?
Yeah, I know. Or pumpkin patch guy, ghoul.
Pumpkin Patch Guy. That sounds just as
Pumpkin
scary.
Patch Guy Ghoul. The trademark was taken on Pumpkin Patch Guy Ghoul, so they had to go with something else.
I feel like Pumpkin Man, Pumpkin Creature.
Okay, but if you take a step back and you're objective, his head is kind of pumpkin shaped.
Disagree.
It's a like, you know those like pumpkins that like kind of accidentally grow in the background of your backyard.
Yeah.
And like you weren't sure they were there, but they're like weirdly green and misshapen.
Yeah.
That's the pumpkin that this looks like.
To
More
me,
of a
it looks like
squash.
the kind of
So
pumpkin
squash
that
head.
More of a squash. Yeah, like a gourd.
The only way you
Gourd.
The only way
Gourd
you
head.
could get a pumpkin to grow that shape is if you bought a pumpkin head mold to grow your pumpkin in.
That's
Evan,
a great idea.
remember this when we get to talking about sequels, because I think if we did a crossover with Gourdman and Pumpkinhead,
Thank you.
we got something great. You would be the perfect actor to star in this.
As gourd man.
I like it because then you can just call him Gord when he's trying to blend in.
Yeah, exactly. That works.
It does.
When he's like, he's got this gourd head. He's like, no, I'm just gourd.
Yeah, you
Just
put,
Gord.
They're like,
Just
put a
call me
baseball
Gord.
cap on. No one will
just
notice.
call me gourd.
Yeah.
Gourd man was my father.
Oh boy, this is fun already.
It is,
boy.
isn't it?
Okay, so my first question for you guys: what do you like better, baby Pumpkinhead, middle Pumpkinhead, or old man faced Pumpkinhead?
Old man face Pumpkinhead was my least favorite. He did not look like a fun guy to hang out with.
Well, he was certainly frowning all the time.
Yeah.
He'd like smile a little, right?
I think middle Pumpkinhead was the coolest. I think baby Pumpkinhead looked a little bit like...
Adorable is the word you're looking for.
I was gonna say like an alien in a jar. Alien fetus in a jar is what it was giving.
Okay, so you're middle. You're going middle.
I'm middle. What about you, Evan?
I'm going middle as well. I really liked Baby Pumpkinhead. I thought it was great. I think the special effects all the way through were actually really impressive, which makes sense if Stan Winston had like all of that special effects background.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as I loved Baby, Middle Pumpkinhead was too cool to choose anything else.
Yeah,
I'm a baby Pumpkinhead guy. I'd love to see that little baby Pumpkinhead terrorizing people. I'd like to see like a dozen of them terrorizing people.
You know,
I
when
have
you
got
put
a
it like
fantastic film for you.
Oh yeah? Tell me.
Have you tried Gremlins?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
The idea of tiny, adorable things terrorizing people is always hilarious in a horror movie. So when you bring that up, it makes me like it more.
Okay. How do we feel about vengeance?
Love it. I'm a vengeful gal.
As a concept, yeah, great.
Yeah. Agreed.
Cool. We're not doing the whole devil's advocate of an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. It doesn't fix anything. It just makes it. No, vengeance is cool.
Well,
I love vengeance. It's fun in theory and in practice.
Well, we can go deeper. I mean, the theme of the movie is that
it's a marketing slogan.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, I mean, it was the theme of the movie that vengeance also rots your own soul, right?
It's worth it.
Those kids had it coming.
Take it. Rot my soul.
We're jumping ahead a little, though, but do you think he knew going in? Do you think Ed knew going in that he was going to have to kill himself to stop Pumpkinhead?
No. He didn't even know that it was going to make him feel bad.
Do you think there's another way to kill Pumpkinhead? I would have tried a few other things first.
I don't think so, because it's heavily... Sorry, I'm going to spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched Pumpkinhead. It's heavily implied at the end of the movie that Pumpkinhead is the previous person who summoned Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. That's what
so I think they have to die for the Pumpkinhead legend to continue.
Yeah, it was
So whose bones got reburied? Was that Ed?
Yeah. Did you not notice that when they were burying him, he had the necklace on?
I did. I'm like, when did he steal that from Ed? I'm like, he's a kleptomaniac and a vengeful ghoul.
No, because the old one burned. It spontaneously combusted.
Oh my god. I didn't understand that, and I still love the movie.
I think he realized that the only way to kill it was to kill himself, because he realized that they were tied together and everything that hurt him was hurting Pumpkinhead, and nothing was hurting Pumpkinhead on his own.
That's true.
He realized.
Wait, so Olen, you're just sitting here like, oh my god, not only did they kill Ed, they also stole from him. Crazy.
That's what I thought.
Put it on some random.
And I thought, why are they stealing that? The necklace wasn't that good.
Wow.
I thought, his kid could do better.
Dead son's necklace.
I'm like, my kid had given me that, I would have said, come on, be better.
And you did. I'm going to make that for you out of spite.
This is not a dad judging podcast. This is a movie judging podcast. So
they're
let's
tied together just like Pumpkinhead and Ed. Pumpkin Ed, if you will.
It's nice. The moral of the movie is that killing yourself solves nothing. You have to get someone else to kill you.
I thought you were going to say it solves everything. I was like, this is too much for this early in the morning.
But it didn't work.
Well, it did, as long as no one else summons him.
By the way,
fair enough.
Did you just rebrand our sequel as Pumpkin Ed and Gord?
Yeah, I did.
That's hilarious.
That's good.
That's good. Evan, how was the acting in this movie? Who was the best actor here?
I don't remember his name, but whichever teenager was the one that stayed behind to help the kid, and then showed up. It was like Logan or something, or started with an L, I think. That I think was the best.
Okay.
I think Ed Harley was a great actor. I really loved the witch. I think that kid was the best.
Oh, witch was great.
I thought the girl was the best. The camera girl.
Camera girl was also really good. You know who wasn't good?
Who?
The guy who killed the son.
No, he was terrible.
What about the girl?
I thought he was awful.
What about the girl who tripped yelling, "Little boy"?
Everyone had their moments.
After I finished that movie with my friend, he just kept yelling that because it was so bad.
Little boy.
It was so bad.
Okay.
But I also have to say, this movie didn't do a great job of making me care about the characters. I really wouldn't have cared if they all died.
Okay.
I fully disagree. I'm entirely in the other camp. When that little kid died, I was devastated.
Okay, the little kid, yes.
That was heart-wrenching. And then when Pumpkinhead showed up, I was like, no, you can't kill all the teenagers. Only one of them's guilty. The other ones were trying to stop. Sorry.
No, you're right.
I'm ahead of myself, but
No,
you're
right about that. Like, from a moral standpoint, I was like, none of them deserve this. But also, do I care? Not really.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead really should have gone after just the kid, the guy on the bike that killed the kid and
Joel
took off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that's not what the dad wanted. The dad wanted full vengeance, and that's Pumpkinhead's job.
Okay, still on the theme of acting, Cole, you have to stand in for Anthony here. How was the dog acting? How do you feel Gypsy did?
I think Gypsy was very talented.
Okay.
You know, he had the good growls when something was going to go wrong. He had that little mischievous energy, running off into the dirt bikes, trying to murder a child.
Well, he's a very famous dog. Did you know that this is the same dog as the movie Gremlins?
I did not.
Is it actually?
It is actually. Yeah. Gypsy has her SAG card, so.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
Gypsy
serious.
was a boy.
Oh, he then.
Yeah. Because I was also surprised. I was like, oh, that sounds like a girl dog name, but, you go.
It does not surprise me that Gypsy is in the Union. That dog is talented.
Okay, since I obviously missed some key plot points in watching this film here, I do have a question for you. The dad, Ed, after his kid was killed and he picked him up, why did he take him to his bed and not the hospital?
What?
And I swear I heard the kid say daddy when he put him down in the bed.
He did.
He wasn't dead yet.
No, he wasn't.
No, it was his last words.
It was his last words.
He said daddy and then he died.
He didn't say anything or make a single sound of pain the whole experience, but then his last
He
words.
did blink.
He was laying there blinking, not moving, not groaning, not crying. He was just like,
He's chill.
He's chill.
But back to my question, why bed and not a hospital?
None of the teenagers or whatever, how old they were, none of them took him to a hospital. They were just like,
They tried.
They had a car. They could have driven him there. They tried to go drive somewhere else to call for help. Just put him in the car, drive him to the hospital. And then they were just like, we'll leave him in this field for now. Maybe we'll get an ambulance. And then the dad picks him up and takes him home to die? Take him to a hospital.
It's a question of also, like, this is 1988. They're in the middle of nowhere. How far is it going to be until they can get to a hospital?
It's worth the shot.
It's a really good question.
Nah, you just got to call it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll just... Wiping his face with
Guess
a
he'll
damp
die.
cloth will heal his internal bleeding.
Also,
that motorcycle did not hit that kid. It didn't even look like it hit
what
that
killed
kid.
the kid? What killed the kid? He wasn't even hit. And also, if he was...
He was lightly brushed with one of the sides, and then he fell over and was covered in blood. And dirt,
You know what it looked like to me? It looked like to me somebody was trying to push the kid in front of the motorcycle. Because the motorcycle landed, and then you saw the kid fall like he was shoved.
Yeah.
That was Stan Winston. He's sitting behind him like, no, you gotta make it look real. So he shoved the actor into the motorcycle.
This is why you have to be careful with vengeance. I mean, I think there's a lot that we didn't see that happened there. I think we need to have a trial for these people first. Mm-hmm. Okay, I thought the witch was great in this, but I have a question. How does one become a witch?
You start practicing witchcraft.
You just start? Like you're
just
self-taught?
gotta start. It's self-taught, yeah, for the most part. Sometimes you're taught by elders, but you just gotta go for it.
Did I see correctly?
It also changes.
Did I see that the witch had witch dolls hanging from her outfit?
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
She did have dolls.
What I did notice was that she had a lot of really adorable pets in her house. That owl, pretty good actor.
Yeah, good. Not as good as the dog, but good actor.
Better than Joel.
Okay, so I did have a question in my notes as to what really is the origin of Pumpkinhead, but I think I got it now. It's just the last person.
Yeah.
The last person with vengeance.
But how did it start then?
Yeah, it's a chicken and the egg situation.
I know.
Who was the first Pumpkinhead?
Who was the first Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, best parts of this movie. I think there's an obvious one here. The monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It was pretty good. I really liked the little,
real.
fangs it had way in the back of its mouth. why would you ever have fangs there? But it was cool.
Well, you can tell this guy worked on the Aliens movies because the head, it looked like a squash, but it looked a lot like the alien heads as well.
I was really impressed with the tail. They had like that tail going. It was like actually swinging back and forth as the creature was moving. That's not easy in the 80s.
No, the tail was cool, but I had on worst parts the bone nub hanging out of his back. He had a little bone tail sticking out as well. I did not like it.
It was like two tail.
Yeah, two tails. He had his stubby bone tail, and then he had his little devil tail. Made me uncomfortable.
I really liked. There were a couple good shots of the creature, like the one where they're all talking inside, and you just kind of see it go by the window, but it's like not a focus. It's just in the background. You see it walk by the window. That was really cool. That creeped me out. And then I also, probably my favorite like shot of the whole movie was when they're in that like crumbling church and you see it standing in the doorway with all the light, and there's light coming through the crucifix at the top. Very cinematic. Yeah. That was a good moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like how they said, "Oh, I'm sure it's afraid of religious elements," and then he just crushes the cross. He doesn't care.
So yeah.
What was your favorite kill? I like being impaled by a gun, not being shot by a gun.
Impaled by a rifle.
I think that one was pretty good. Yeah, that might have been.
That's got to be our
too.
winner.
Because I also like that he was then just like holding the gun with the body draped.
I had on best parts hillbillies. I mean, I think any good horror movie has hillbillies in it, right?
I was curious what was going on at that farm, because it felt culty.
Yeah.
It was like they had a bunch of weird stuff inside the farm. I would have liked to pause and look back, but like when we got to look inside there, it felt like they had been practicing some witchcraft.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot happening up in that country landscape.
It felt like a cult. You see how many people were there? Are they all related? Is it incest? Well, I need to know. I need answers. I don't want them, incest? But I need them.
Okay, well, we'll maybe dig in a bit deeper when we do The Hills Have Eyes or Wrong Turn. Those are both good hillbilly-based movies. Another thing I liked in this movie, riding in the back of a pickup.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's a great thing from my youth that you guys can't do anymore.
No. I kind of did it once. It was pretty cool. Yesterday, I saw 2 dogs riding in the back of a pickup. And they were cute, so that makes me like it.
Okay, let's switch gears. Let's talk about worst parts.
Oh, okay.
Unless you guys had anything else you wanted to call out there.
Well, it's kind of silly, but one of my favorite parts was that finally, when doing a blood sacrifice, they show someone not cutting down the center of the palm. That's the worst place to cut.
That's the worst place to cut.
It's literally the worst place to cut. They cut the back of the hand for this blood sacrifice, and I thought that was a smart move. Nice. Clearly an experienced witch right there. She knows what she's doing.
Nicole, it feels like you're hinting that you are also actively practicing witchcraft. Sitting here like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
I'm not hinting.
She knows a lot. She knows a lot about it.
Noted.
What girl hasn't practiced some witchcraft in her life?
So true. I think one of my worst parts on this was when he realized that he was going to get hurt with Pumpkinhead and immediately was like, I need to go stop Pumpkinhead. Like that I think is the one part of this movie that I'm not fully behind, because it was such a quick switch up. Like there was a good 5 minutes of Pumpkinhead kills between I want all of these teenagers dead and what have I done? This can't happen. Yeah. Like that switched really, really quickly.
Not a lot of time to think about his choice. He was just like instant regret.
He experienced one amount of pain and was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that like I would have to pay a price for this.
I had the neighborhood as worst part. Everything is run down and depressing. Like, I would move away from there. And why did those kids pick this as a destination for dirt biking right around his store? Like, surely there's a better place up in the hills.
Oh, for sure. But he couldn't wait. He's impatient. And he got in trouble, so he needed to show off. But my worst part of the whole movie... Oh, 100%. My worst part of the whole movie was that nobody in this movie knew how to use a shovel. I'm sorry, did you see Ed he put the shovel in the ground once and he went, nah, and then he used his hands to dig while the shovel was next to him. The shovel's still in the dirt. You're using your hands to dig up a body?
That's a great point.
He got impatient.
It would be faster with the shovel.
It's like, no, this is too slow. I'm doing it with my bare hands. What if he hurt the Pumpkinhead corpse?
I don't think it matters if you hurt a corpse. I don't think they have feelings.
Wow. That you would say that.
Other worst parts, your friend clubbing you with firewood. Like,
that ends a friendship.
Could you try, like, dude, chill first?
You'd think.
Don't you?
Hey, stop.
Yeah. Hey, could you be quiet for a second? Like, just full on club him with a hunk of firewood. That's really not nice.
I also think.
And then he hid him in the closet.
Oh yeah, how did he get them both in the closet though? By the way.
And then put a beam like over the closet door, and they just accepted that. They were in the closet, like, well, I guess we can't get out. Mm-hmm. I feel like they could have if they tried.
I love the way that they set him up to establish that he's a bad person. First with drinking and driving, then making fun of a kid's glasses.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Coke bottle glasses, nerd.
Hey, that kid's a loser. I'm a jerk.
Literally.
I'm 5 years old. Could you maybe ease up on the mocking?
I mean, that's a good way to establish someone's mean, is making them bully a child.
This is true. Crazy first line, though. Driving in a convertible, windows down, you're going 100 on the straightaway, and it's like, hey, pass me a beer. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. We know who this dude is straight away.
And then just to add to the whole jerkness of it, he also made her, like, pour the beer in his mouth. He couldn't even hold his own beer. If you're going to drink and drive, at least hold your own beer.
Well, he's not drinking the beer. She's just pouring it into his mouth. There's deniability there. He's good.
She's forcing it down his throat.
Yeah. What was he supposed to do?
Yeah, you couldn't avoid it.
So I don't think there were a ton of good lines from this movie. Did you guys capture any?
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, you got
Sorry, big reaction. I think when they're in the house and they go, only God can save us now, Kim. And then the other girl goes to the kitchen, takes out the drawer, grabs a knife, and goes, in case God doesn't show. Oh. That's a crazy line.
Good one.
That's an amazing line.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up.
I also really enjoyed Joel is going to be carrying his balls home in a knapsack.
Solid one.
That's pretty good.
Good. And
when he's with the witch and he goes, God damn you, and she goes, he already has.
Mm-hmm. Classic. All right, you guys
full of banger.
You guys did a good job on this.
It's a bit more silly, and it's one I'm going to use from now on. When he says, well, he's a talented jerk, and she goes, nah, he's just a jerk.
True.
I'm going to call people jerks from now on.
Okay. Any others you want to throw out there?
No.
No, that's it.
There's so many, I couldn't even list them all.
Okay.
There's countless. It was just name zero.
I'm going to tell you guys how this movie did. Do you think it was successful?
No.
No.
I've never heard of it, so I think no.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think you would have. According to Box Office Mojo Worldwide, Pumpkinhead was the 141st highest earning movie at the box office in 1988. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was the biggest earner this year, and Pumpkinhead was beat by other horror movies this year, including Friday the 13th Part 7, Halloween 4, Poltergeist 3, Hellraiser 2, Return of the Living Dead 2, The Blob, and Phantasm 2. So it was beat by sequels. So
and
Pumpkinhead,
like a sex tubble.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead was slaughtered at the box office. It was also beat by movies we've covered: Cocktail, Red Heat, A Fish Called Wanda, and They Live. So we've done a lot of movies from this year. But it wasn't a complete disaster. It beat out Maniac Cop, and it absolutely destroyed the Phil Collins movie Buster. So it's always important to put these things in perspective. Rain Man won the Oscar this year, and Rain Man already has my vote for the best crossover with this movie.
Rain Man and Pumpkinhead?
Yeah. I mean, Gordman was strong, but
yeah.
The budget for this movie, $3.5 million. He got a lot for $3.5 million.
Yeah. The monster, it's like alone looks like it's $3.5 million.
So
that's very impressive effects.
So what do you think it did at the box office? We know it didn't do well, but
6. I think it doubled.
Heaven?
4.5.
Holy moly, 4.4.
Really?
You got it. You got it. So it was terrible at the box office, but was there any hope that critics liked it or the audience? If we go to Rotten Tomatoes, what do you think critics and audience rated it?
I'm going to go with what I wanted to do when we covered Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. I think that this was a critical failure and a massive audience success.
Okay, tell me the numbers.
I think 32 critic score and 79 audience.
Okay.
I'll go like 55 and 65.
Ooh.
I think it's mediocre on all fronts, according to critics.
Well,
Damn.
Evan, your instincts are bad.
No, thank you. That.
Critics, 67. 67% of critics that saw this movie said it's good, get out and see it.
That's crazy.
49% of audience.
That's wild.
No way. I was opposite.
The audience didn't like this?
Yep. Critics liked it more than audience. So, Evan, you're a 65.
Man.
Nicole, you're a 28. And as we know, on Rotten Tomatoes, the lower score wins. So, good job, Nicole.
It's the only sport I'm good at.
Okay, a little bit of trivia on this film. Everyone loved Stan as a director, and they said he made things fun. So, from all the things I read, this was a great movie to be on. The creature almost had wings, but they decided to kill that to make it more humanoid.
I agree.
This movie was not based on a book. This movie was based on a poem by Ed Justin about a supernatural creature of vengeance.
Is that what the kids were reciting?
Maybe. I didn't check that, but maybe.
I'm
Probably.
gonna do some quick research.
Pumpkinhead.
I'd love to dig deeper on this one, but they said Lance Henriksen gathered his own props and wardrobe.
It is.
From
it is what they
where?
were reciting.
It's not okay.
Okay,
Great.
that makes me like it more.
And Evan, here's a method acting technique, I guess. Henriksen hand-wrote letters in character to the other actors before the movie started to deepen their emotional connection to him.
Like, as himself?
As the character, as Ed.
As interesting.
Evan, have you ever written letters to your cast members in character?
I can't say I have. I will say I studied at Lee Strasberg, so we do have the whole method acting going.
Cool.
But no, I can't say that I've ever written letters in character.
Okay, woke or joke, I think I can cover this quickly. Drinking and driving and running over children. Do we agree that hasn't aged well?
I agree.
Anything else you want to call out?
I don't know if I agree.
You think running over children is still popular?
I'm gonna say it. I think drinking and driving and running over children, I think those are still popular bad guy antics. I think those are the classics. I don't know if you can beat them.
That's true.
It's a good point. And mocking children.
Yeah.
And mocking children. Like these are
taking pictures of children
classics.
you don't know without their parents' permission.
Okay. All right.
Didn't love that.
Well, okay.
She did do that, didn't she?
She did. She was like, "Hi, random children I've never met. Can I take your picture?" And all the kids were like, "All right, I guess."
Yeah, sure. Strange.
Never
lady
seen
that
a
we've never
camera,
met.
so I guess do what you want.
What does it do?
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the reviews. However you guys felt about this movie, I promise you there's others who liked it more or less than you. For this movie, there were 32 10-star reviews out of 241 total reviews, and I'd say the strongest theme overall was an appreciation for the practical effects. Someone called Scribed Small gives it a 10-star review and clarifies it's not a pumpkin, it's a monster. Thank you for that.
True. That's a good point.
Chuck Hauer says, I first saw Pumpkinhead when I picked up a VHS copy from the dealer at my hometown's local yard sale. The title got me interested. The first thing I noticed was obviously the creature on the VHS cover didn't actually have a pumpkin for a head. Regardless, it terrified me. So there's a lot of confusion with the whole title here.
Sounds like it. I was confused as well. I thought we were going to get like a headless horseman, like Ghost Rider, kind of like pumpkin, or I guess Ghost Rider's a skull, but I was expecting a pumpkin for a head, preferably on fire.
Exactly.
Me too.
Lagriff says, damn it, why did I put off seeing this for so long? Pumpkinhead is a complete and total 80s horror flick all the way through. And if you're tired of modernized torture horror and dumb rip-off slasher movies, throw this one on as a reminder of why you love the horror genre in the first place. Well said.
They were not a fan of Friday the 13th, the 7th.
Emron Rocks I may not be the best dad. My kids love this movie and it's become part of our Halloween night viewing. Their friends watch it as well and it's become somewhat of a cult classic. Nice. And last one, I was disappointed to go to my local movie rental place and see they only had it on VHS. I thought it deserved to be on DVD.
That's an interesting review.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
That's good praise.
Well, let's hear from people who liked it less. And for this movie, there's only 5 people who gave it a 1-star review compared to the 32 10-star reviews. The girl from Oz says, I could have made a better shit in the toilet. If you want to have a good laugh at some of the cinema crap spews out, by all means take a look, but don't expect anything at all. Expect to laugh at the absolute rubbish.
Damn.
Thomas S. says, a 15-year-old who's never seen a horror movie before in his life may be frightened, but not others. The real horror is that I wasted an hour of my life with this garbage. Wow. That raises a good point. Did you guys find the movie scary? Do you think if you're watching this lights out alone that this is actually scary, or was it just fun?
I watched it lights out and I didn't find it scary at all. I thought it was slightly creepy when it walked by the window, but I wasn't scared at all.
Yeah.
I got one moment where I think the kid fell down against the tree and then the monster just kind of appeared right in his face and we got our first close-up of the Pumpkinhead face. That I was like, I don't know if I was scared, but I was like, that was a very good scary moment.
Yeah, good point.
I do like when they, you start with these kinds of creature movies and you don't see him right away. Like the person disappearing up into the tree is always a good scene. Mm-hmm. I like that.
But I also don't like when they never show it. Like when it's just brief glimpses that you can't really see it. I like that at one point in the movie, at least, you get the full reveal where you get to really appreciate the creature design.
Yeah, that's a lot of what made Jaws successful too. And it was by accident because the shark didn't work, but they had to do you didn't see the shark fully until the end, and that was part of the suspense. Another pet peeve of mine in horror movies is when they're too dark.
Yeah.
So when they're so dark, you can't really see what's going on. So this movie had good lighting.
It did have good lighting. That's a good point.
Yep.
The color grading on this was fantastic. The fact that we had our browns and dull grays for the countryside, we had our greens for the forest. It was completely orange in the witch's hut. You knew what was happening and the emotion that you were supposed to be feeling at any given point. I thought that was really, really good.
It was all blue in the church.
It's all blue in the church.
It's a cool observation. I didn't notice that.
Very cool.
Okay, on reviews, Siskel and Ebert, we got skunked. They didn't cover this. They don't do these kinds of movies. So now we're at the point to ask, does this movie deserve a remake, prequel, or sequel? And I think we already had a strong start with Pumpkinhead and Gord. I would love to see that movie. You guys, we need to get writing right after this episode.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Absolutely.
Other than that, though, I don't... Actually, you know what? I think this movie didn't get much attention, so maybe they should do a remake or a sequel to kind of bring it back to light. I think they could do cool things with the creature nowadays.
Well, can I shout out again practical effects? You can't beat them. CGI has nothing on practical effects. This monster was great. Well, I'll tell you, this movie does have 3 sequels and
of course it does.
And a comic book series based on it. Comic books came after. So Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings in 1994, Rotten Tomatoes 13 critics and 21 audience.
Damn.
Pumpkinhead 3 Ashes to Ashes in 2006, Rotten Tomatoes 24 critics, and Pumpkinhead Blood Feud in 2007, which has a 23 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
So 3 unnecessary sequels, it sounds like.
Yeah, the sequels really didn't do much. Although I was watching a few short videos about the series, and people say that actually Pumpkinhead 2 is kind of fun to watch, so I might go out and watch that. Plus, all these movies are free on Tubi. It's a wealth of fun, campy horror movies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get real here for a second. Evan, is this movie too old or pure gold?
You know my opinions. This is pure gold. I want everything. I want Pumpkinhead versus Alien. I want Pumpkinhead versus Predator. I want Pumpkinhead and Gourdman. I thought this was a phenomenal horror movie. From start to finish, I really, really enjoyed this.
I'm really happy to hear you say that because I think this is a very cool movie. I don't think enough people know about it, so that's fun.
Right. I went in thinking I was going to say too old, but after talking about it, I feel like it's gold. After talking about it with you and hearing all your thoughts, I feel like maybe I've judged it too quickly, and now I appreciate it a bit more.
That's the beauty of this podcast, is that people can help you explore what you felt about the movie. For me, this is pure gold. I mean, I love horror films. I love good creatures. I love practical effects. This has it all. And I'm sorry that I missed the whole premise of of the movie, but other than that, it was enjoyable.
The fact that you liked it even without any of the context, maybe that's
a sign of a good movie.
Yeah.
It's got a story and it's entertaining.
You know me. I like it on a simple level. Monster kills.
You like monsters.
Bad kids. You know, it's good. Okay, this rounds out our Halloween series. This was our 4th horror movie. So it's going to be a fun October. Thank you, Evan, for joining us. You're always fun on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great time.
And tell your dad that he should probably rewatch Pumpkinhead.
He's not going to do that. I don't know where the vendetta comes against, but every time, like I said, I'm going to go watch Pumpkinhead now, and he goes, "Do you really need to do that?" I think someone summoned Pumpkinhead against him or something, but there's personal history there.
I think he's got a thing with pumpkins. He doesn't like pumpkins or squash.
It could be that.
Yeah,
he's a gourd man.
I was just going to say he's biased towards gourd man.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Bye.
Have a great rest of your weekend. Nice seeing you both.
Bye.
It was nice seeing you.